It was midnight, the rain thundering against her bedroom window when Anna's phone began to buzz violently on the nightstand. The screen glowing with a name she hadn't expected to see again. Lily, her best friend who had died in a tragic car accident earlier that evening. Her funeral wasn't even planned yet, the news of her death still fresh. Yet here was her name glowing in the darkness, as if nothing had changed. And Anna, trembling with disbelief, picked up the phone with shaking fingers and whispered a hesitant hello, only to hear Lily's voice on the other end, weak, broken, and soaked in terror, begging, "Anna, please, help me. He's here," followed by static and the sound of frantic breathing, before the line cut off into silence, leaving Anna frozen in her bed, with her heart hammering and her throat dry, unable to comprehend what she had just heard, because she knew Lily's body had been found hours ago. But something inside her screamed that this call was real, that Lily's voice had crossed some impossible boundary between life and death. And despite every ounce of logic screaming at her to ignore it, Anna found herself rushing to her closet, grabbing her jacket, and heading out into the stormy night, her mind clouded with dread, but her heart chained to the desperate plea of her lost friend. Yet as she unlocked her car and slid into the driver's seat, her phone rang again, this time showing an unknown number. And when she answered, the voice on the other end was not Lily S., but a stern police officer who informed her, with grim weight in his tone, that her best friend Lily had been officially declared dead at 6 o'clock that evening, her body lying in the city morgue. And Anna's hand shook so violently that she dropped the phone, her stomach twisting, her world spinning. For if Lily had been dead for hours, then who had just called her moments ago, begging for help? And why was her phone buzzing again right now with the name Lily flashing across the screen, as if nothing in the universe was wrong? And though fear wrapped itself around her throat, she answered again, only to hear the same desperate whisper, this time louder, closer, as if Lily's voice wasn't traveling through wires at all but echoing from the very seat beside her. "Anna, he's here. Don't let him find me," before the line died once more, leaving Anna staring at the empty passenger seat, rainwater dripping from her hair as the sound of her own breath filled the suffocating silence. And against her better judgment, she drove straight to Lily's old house, a place that had been left dark and locked since her death, its windows like black eyes in the storm. And when Anna pushed open the creaking front door, the smell of mildew and dust filled her nose, the air thick with a chill that felt more like presence than weather. And from upstairs, faint and distorted, came the sound of a lullaby, a song Lily's mother used to sing when they were children. A song Anna hadn't heard in years, played slowly, unnaturally, like a broken music box echoing through the walls. So she climbed the stairs, each step groaning under her weight, her phone clenched in her hand like a lifeline. And as she reached Lily's room, she saw the door slightly ajar, light flickering from inside. And when she pushed it open, her eyes fell upon a phone lying on the bed, glowing in the dark with the words, "Incoming call, Anna," which made her chest tighten with terror, because she wasn't calling anyone. And yet the phone on the bed was showing her name, as if she herself was reaching out from some other place, some other world. And before she could move, the phone fell from the bed by itself, crashing to the floor and shattering into silence, at which point the whispers began, rising from the walls, surrounding her, voices layered and broken, murmuring her name again and again, "Anna, Anna, Anna," until her knees buckled. And then the closet door creaked open, revealing blood-stained photos of her and Lily pinned to the wall, faces scratched out, some torn in half. And Anna stumbled back in horror, only to catch sight of the mirror in the corner, where her own reflection stood, smiling, even though she herself was trembling, lips curled unnaturally wide as the reflection whispered through the glass, "You shouldn't have answered the call, Anna." And before she could scream, the lights flickered out, leaving only the glow of her phone, which now displayed call ended, duration 1313, though she had never dialed a single number. And panic overtook her as she ran from the house, stumbling back into the storm, gasping for air as the rain soaked her hair and clothes, fumbling for her car keys with trembling hands. And she slid into the driver's seat, desperate to escape, when the phone buzzed again with one last call, the name Lily glowing brighter than ever before. And though every instinct screamed at her not to answer, her hands betrayed her, and she pressed the green button, holding the phone to her ear, as silence stretched for several long seconds, before a distorted whisper slithered into her ear, "Anna, You were supposed to die with me." And at that moment, the rearview mirror showed what her eyes refused to believe. Lily sitting in the back seat, pale, drenched, her eyes hollow, her mouth twisted in a half-smile, and Anna dropped the phone, her heart pounding so violently she thought it might burst. The screen glowing on the floor of the car as the words "incoming call." Anna flashed again, louder, brighter, unstoppable, and before Anna could move, Lily leaned forward, her icy breath grazing Anna's neck as she whispered, "The last call isn't a warning, it's an invitation." And with a deafening scream, the car's lights flickered, the engine roared without a key, and the world outside seemed to vanish into darkness, leaving only the sound of Anna's final, desperate cry swallowed by static. The phone buzzing endlessly in the void, forever ringing, forever unanswered. Don't forget to subscribe our channel.